Yep. waiting for our guest, guys. Give me one brief moment.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Addict Show. We talk about the past, present, future gaming. I got my co-host with me, Dirk Griggity. What's going on, Dirk Griggity?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Doing pretty good, man. You know, we got some stuff to talk about. As you guys could see, there was a topic on the agenda that most likely under regular circumstances we probably wouldn't have talked about. But I do think this is one of those incidences where we need to address it to some degree. So we'll get into that. We do have Kid Smooth here, but I don't know what happened to him. He's lost in the abyss somewhere. I'm sure he'll get to us eventually. But appreciate for coming through. You know, we're going to be talking about some Xbox buying influencers. Yeah, and then we're going to be talking about apparently there's no demand for Banjo Kazooie. And then we're going to be talking about Xbox at Gamescom. They've confirmed they're going to be there. So what have you been playing, Dirt? What's been on the agenda?
I went back, tried to finish Gotham Knights. That's what I've been playing, and a little. I've been kind of messed with 3 games: Gotham Knights, Diablo 4, and a little Cyberpunk. But right now I think I'm towards the end of Gotham Knights. I just want to finish that one up. It's not a bad game. It's definitely not great, but it's not bad. So I'm going to finish that one up soon. Then I do want to finish up Cyberpunk before September because September is all about Starfield. So
yeah, Starfield's going to be a one hell of a show, man. I've been playing Final Fantasy 16. It's pretty much
you enjoying it?
It's okay. I'm not going to say it's like the best game in the world, but it's definitely not the worst game in the world. I do think that, if you like a catchy game, if you like a very good-looking graphical game, this game is for you. But if you like Final Fantasies and you're going into this expecting a Final Fantasy, that's when this game is not for you. I do think that, there's Final Fantasy fans such as myself that enjoy it, but I wouldn't go as far as say this is a Final Fantasy game because I don't think that's accurate.
Right. I get you.
So Smooth's over there. I don't know what he's doing. You're muted. You're muted on Zoom.
I think he's talking to someone in the background though.
Oh, I don't know who he's talking to, but anyway, yeah, we're gonna go.
No, I'm saying you got me muted.
Yeah, because we're live. Yeah, that's why I muted you.
Oh damn. Okay,
I got a schedule. No, the reason I had to go.
7 minutes.
The reason I went live is because Dirt got to be on Fame's podcast at 7, so I'm trying to get him out of here at 6:30. All right, so
you don't need 6:30. You just need 6:45, 6:47.
Yeah.
Okay, it would depend where the conversation is. It would depend where the conversation is. All right, chat, share this out, man, because we about to get into this Xbox buying influencers. And I brought Smooth in here because we're all Xbox influencers to some degree. I would say I'm a little bit more of a not necessarily neutral, but I talk about a little bit more variety of stuff than the rest. Kid Smooth talk about, I don't even know what he be talking about half the week. So sometimes he does strictly stick to games, but sometimes Smooth will go on a rant about why Square Enix is trash. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this because there's been a lot of things going on that is mind blowing to me. So first, let's get over all. Let's go to Dirt because there were some shots directly shot at Dirt. So I want him to get his bars off. Explain exactly how you feel about that because I feel like the reason that I want to let you go wild on this, and obviously don't go wild, but
right,
it's like I want you to get your bars across because it's like people were acting like you were just putting there's a token black guy. And it didn't matter how long you've been grinding, how long you've been doing this, you're the token black guy. So we're gonna get you up in there, we're gonna get you views. Who cares you've been doing this for 6-7 years?
Nobody cares.
Go ahead, man. The stage is yours.
Well, first off, I want to say what's up to Kid Smooth, man. The homie Kid Smooth.
What's up, Kurt?
What's up, man? Because I don't know if you heard it. He brought your name up first. So you did hear, okay. He said Smooth was the token black guy. I can't hear you. What'd you say?
He said I'm not as big.
No. What I heard him say, he said Xbox didn't like you anymore because you criticize them. So they said,
he said he wasn't as big at first. He did say that first.
Yeah. That's the first part he said. But then he said, he criticized Xbox too much, so they needed another black to come into to the scene, and that was me. And I'm like, what is this guy talking about? You know, it pisses me off because, I mean, it's funny, but at the same time, it pisses me off because, like you said, Addict, I've been doing this for 6 years, man. It's not like I just came out of nowhere. You know, actually, I'm gonna give Kids Smooth props. The first person ever asked me to be a guest on a podcast was Kids Smooth. I was green as hell. I believe it was playing Xbox.
It might have been early days of playing Xbox.
It was early days of playing Xbox.
Was I part of the panel?
I don't remember you being there. I remember that frog guy was there.
Yeah, okay.
Then I probably was. It either that or it was like right after I left Planet Xbox.
Okay. Yeah, so Kid Smooth, the first person ever asked me on this podcast. So this stuff, it just shows how these guys are. I don't understand where they're just losing it. In my mind, they're losing it. Some of the things they're coming up with. And I know this all started from that World of Warcraft, the ex World of Warcraft developer. He said some stuff, and that caused the PlayStation fanboys to run rampant.
And you know what's funny? The majority of these PlayStation people know we're not bought. But it's funny. That, man. It gave them content.
Yeah. But then you got guys explaining the picture, saying there's not all of those plates at the table. Who's taking the picture? I mean, come on, bro.
Hold up. All right, this is what we're going to do. All right, I'm going to do this on ILP too. I want you guys in the chat to put Kid Smooth, Dirt, and Addict and put what you think Microsoft paying us. I want you guys to tell me what you think our value is to Microsoft. So put in the chat what you think all of us individually be paying. I'm gonna tell you if I would sell out for that number. So let's continue, Dirt, while they put that in there.
Oh man. Like I was mentioning, you know, I did a video about this topic, and I was like, bro, I remember first starting doing the video, editing the video, and get 60 views, bro. So you can't tell me I didn't pay my dues. And guess what? Even when I wasn't getting many views, I was still pro Xbox, because that's who I am in real life. You know, this isn't a game. I'm not one of these flip-floppers that rep Xbox for 4 years and then all of a sudden flip to the PlayStation side and then want to come back to that. No, I'm genuinely an Xbox fan. So this guy saying people are pushing us, man. He actually put me in the category with, you know, Iron Lords, with Rand, with Dealer. I said, damn, thanks for putting me in the category with those guys. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, I'm nowhere near as big as you guys.
I hate you. I hate YouTube. Said $1 million for Dirt, $5 for Addict Smooth.
Oh my God.
So, is he saying you are the token black guy? Because like, how do you pay one that and not the other?
Man.
Someone said 50 G's. Would you, if Microsoft hit you up today, Dirt? It was like, I give you 50 G's. You shut for Xbox. Keep in mind, you're already, a year. Keep in mind, you already doing that to some degree. Would you take that 50? Would you take that 50?
Listen, because I'm doing it, and they're not even giving me any money. So, yeah, of course I would.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like, I'm a little offended that I ain't got that money. Where my money at? If Rand and Co. is cashing out, you know, I be seeing where is my money at? It's like I told you, man. USPS, we have beef.
And you know what's so funny though? This guy said me, and I don't even have 10,000 subscribers yet, bro. Why in the hell would Xbox be paying me? Right? Why would they be paying me? I don't have 100,000 subscribers or something. Why would they be paying me? I'm close to 10,000, but I don't even have 10,000 subscribers, man. The hell? Why would they pay me?
They said J-Tech said Smooth does it for free. Yeah, so Smooth, you know, I got this because Dirt said he was let in the house because he was black. I got you because they said you weren't big enough and Dirt replaced you in the house. So how do you feel about these allegations going on?
Oh man, it's all nonsense. The thing is, what it is that is some of these
weirdos like, and I said in my original tweet about Reforge Gaming and the Grubs guy. I don't care where the hell he worked and what he did. He's a failure because he's not doing it now. So that's all that means to me. If you were you did something once that was successful and you ain't doing it now, and you're on Twitter arguing with us, you're a failure. I'm sorry. So the thing is that how I perceived it is that, okay, he barked up the wrong tree. People come into this community to get big. The problem is they come in with like some sort of following, but it's not, the following isn't big in their current state, but they can quadruple that following if they enter the console war, right? So he comes in, says what he says. Obviously, we're going to respond, and he wasn't ready for the smoke. So once he got all the smoke, it just went, oh, these are paid bots, or they're like spam accounts that Microsoft is buying. Like, really? And then all these PlayStation fanboys who've been arguing with us for damn near a decade buys into this. Like, like really? Like, and the whole thing with like Red Dragon saying all this stuff. I'm like, bro, are you serious, dude? It was like, the thing is, what happens is with the PlayStation guys is that they always feel some type of way when they see us at events, or we're taking pictures with like Phil Spencer and Matt Booty, Sarah Bond, and all this stuff, and we're engaging with them. It's not our fault that the Xbox execs are social. So we're social if we engage with them. So when they see us taking these photos or going out to events, they assume like this is paid. So technically, I can technically say, yes, Xbox pays me because my YouTube is built off Xbox content, and I get paid from YouTube ad revenue, and that's Xbox content. Xbox doesn't pay me, but I'm technically being paid for doing Xbox content because that's what I chose to do when I created a YouTube channel. So the thing is I think it's a little bit of jealousy, envious, and then people are hurt because obviously there's a lot going on with the Xbox, and if the ABK deal goes through, people are just preparing for the pain, and they're just trying to get themselves in line. I just don't appreciate the notion, because it's all BS, and I don't like how many people are buying into it. I don't like these new guys that are coming into the community and trying to make a stamp, like as if they got to be some automatic respected person for us to like, oh, you said this, oh, because you worked on World of Warcraft, like I gotta respect everything you say. No, just because Reforge had like a Destiny following, he used to be a streamer, got kicked out the community, and he landed into the crumb side, I gotta follow him because he's his videos are clean. You know what I mean? And the thing is that PlayStation fanboys, what they do is they cling on to anybody that's critical of Xbox when they invite these newbies who don't play video games at all into the community and just pretty much echo chamber what they're saying.
And you know what's funny? Like King building this army, man. We got Dirt with the second string with the arrows behind us, and King building this army. And these PlayStation fans keep snatching the new Xbox people and spitting them out before they become an Xbox channel. Like they try to get my dude Dirt over there, but he is like he broke it. He broke the line. Like,
nah, man, they ain't getting that. Hey, listen, I hope people see why my channel was like it is. Right, I've been there, going to PlayStation podcasts, chatting with those guys. I've been on podcasts where there's several PlayStation guys and 2 Xbox guys, and I'm one of them. I've been there. I've interacted with ponies. I've debated them on podcasts. I've debated them on Twitter. I'm done with that. When I tell people I loathe all of them, people say, Dirk, come on, man, calm down. No. I don't want to talk to them. Y'all not welcome in my chat. Y'all not welcome on my channel. And you see this behavior is what I'm talking about, man. These people up here saying that Microsoft is paying us because the Xbox executives actually rock out with the community. They actually tweet. They actually follow some of us. They talk to us. When we go to a fan fest, they take pictures, go to dinner, lunch, or whatever. And they have problems with that to the point they're questioning why there's so many plates on the table, questioning who's taking the picture. Come on, man. It's crazy.
And the crazy part too is like people are sharing, the picture that we took of Aaron Greenberg, me, Cog, Cole. There's a couple of other prominent people. Bunch of people. I can't even. There's so many. There's like 8 people, and Aaron's there. He paid for it. He paid for the lunch. That's the meeting. That's the meeting. First off, if I'm being bought by Microsoft, they're not taking me to breakfast. They're taking me to dinner. Okay, I'm getting the steak. I'm getting the mashed potatoes that I don't like. Okay, they're doing more than just breakfast, guys. We getting fed. This is how that went. We just chilling there eating breakfast. We're waiting to go to the event, and Aaron Greenberg was walking down the hall, and he saw us, and he came over, and we talked for a couple minutes, and he's like, "Well, I gotta go. Hope you guys have a good show." And he's like, "Let me get a quick picture." Obviously, he's a marketing dude. He's going to. That's good marketing for him. But it's like at the same time, it's like, even if he did pay for that dinner, that ain't none of your business. Mm-hmm. But he didn't. You want to get technical? That bill was split 3 ways. So it's like people, they can say what they want. Mm. They can think all day until they face turns blue. That like I'm a corporate show. I don't care because I've been waiting to sell out. I just ain't been able to yet. So we got to find out super chat from Rain G4. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's see what people think they paying us. People super chatting it. Let's go. Addict's getting 10K every time he praises Xbox. So am I getting 10K every time I praise Xbox in general, or is it just 10K a month if I praise Xbox? You have to be more specific on that one. Dirt to Game Black Gamers 10K. and Smooth to put Game Pass accounts in his kid's name. We got $5 super chat from Nintendo Dawn of the Otaku. Addict's getting paid $500 every 2 weeks. 2 times a week. Back to back. So I'm getting paid a G a week. Dirt getting paid $2,500 a week. And they pay his rent. Kid Smooth, they put him on the health insurance plan at least.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh my God. Don't eat that. Don't take that bait, Smooth, because they try to get you, man. They try to get you. Try to get a reaction from you. $5 super chat for Rain G4. Kid Smooth eating a steak dinner as we discuss whether or not he's getting a bag from Xbox. Is that steak?
It is steak.
Oh, wow.
You guys realize steak's like not that expensive, right? Like people take that steak and they make it very like what's what I'm looking for? Very premium like, and that's why you pay like crazy amounts of steak and they get imported steak. Like steak itself at the store is not that expensive. My broke ass can go out and buy steak. All right, so then we got a $2 super chat from Ray. Darkness gets paid his Xbox points. Yo,
Ray.
Yeah. If right now Phil Spencer hit you up, Dirt, and Smooth, you answer this too, and like Dirt, Smooth, we want you to shell for Xbox. We're gonna give you a code for every game that comes on the Xbox platform, third party, indies, first party, all of it. But you gotta do it for 10 years. Would you do it?
I've been doing it for 20 years.
But you can't leave. Once you agree, you locked in for 10 years.
Of course. I'm doing it anyway. I'm not gonna leave.
That's not an issue. I'd do it.
Yeah.
Does it make a difference? It doesn't change what I'm doing now or doing yesterday.
Right. I'm actually doing it now.
You know what's funny? It's like, we take the bag. We just ain't getting the bag. It's like, it would probably take me 50 G's a year. I already make the content, so it's not like it's going to bother my content. But if they legitly, and I don't think, I do think that some PRs are very strategic to how they do stuff, but I don't think they come out straight and say you have to make this type of content. Like it would be one of those things where it's like you have to make a certain amount of content on this. I don't think they would ever come out and try to dictate the content you make. But at the end of the day, Microsoft isn't doing stuff like that. I mean, think about how much money that would cost. We're talking about one individual person. you might get us for 50, 60 G's just because I'll be extra playing around money. But if you want people that actually can make a difference, we talking 200,000-300,000 easy. And that adds up really, really fast. I don't think that I think they prefer to give people as much free product as possible.
It's the easiest one. That's really easy. I wish they would have, instead of paying out like all those streamers to go to Mixer, I wish they would have paid a bunch of content creators just to do like the stuff we're doing now. Like, I don't need the ninja money, but I would have taken like shit. I would have taken a 6 weeks promotional thing or a 6 month promotional thing for 10K. I'd be all right.
I'm gonna flip it on you guys. Jim Ryan comes up to you and he like 100 G's a year. Would you go to PlayStation content?
100 G's a year is a new salary. I can quit my job. It's a new salary. Like, you know what I mean? Will I do YouTube content for PlayStation? If they offered me $100,000 a year, absolutely.
So you'd be a PlayStation content creator, but you have to be toxic.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yo,
that's really easy.
I couldn't do it because my content would be trash because it would be fake.
Oh yeah, the content will probably, the drop off would be the content. I can't say that it will be quality content, but I do it if you're willing to pay me $100,000 a year. Yeah, I'll talk about PlayStation. The thing is that what people don't realize about us, me, Dirk, and a few others is that they think we sit around talking about PlayStation all day. We don't. The problem is because we're always constantly arguing with PlayStation fanboys and talk about PlayStation fanboys, it comes off as if we're talking about PlayStation. It's like, no, it's the people. It's the it's the fandom. And it's like, I don't waste time talking about PlayStation. I only talk about PlayStation game when it needs to. Like, I don't count Final Fantasy. That's Square Enix. That's my beef with Square Enix. I don't care that it's exclusively on PlayStation. That's my beef with Square Enix. I don't care what people think about that.
100 G's, you got to make Square Enix content.
I can do that too.
You got to play the games too.
That's gonna be hard. Their games are trash.
Oh my god, let's get these super chats and we'll end this topic and go on to the next one. No offense to anyone, $5 super chat from Rain G4. Appreciate the mad support, man. But if you have act like Lamar Wilson, no offense to him, just joking. I think that's a football player, but I'm not quite sure.
No, that's the YouTuber. He's a black YouTuber.
Oh, I don't know these people's names.
Hey, you know Lamar Wilson smooth?
Yeah,
I know Lamar Wilson. Lamar Wilson.
Yeah, he does all the unboxings and stuff like that. Yeah, he's paid. Like, he's paid. That's what
Lamar Wilson sounds like a football player.
They'll offer like an
incentive
base.
Is there a Lamar in the NBA or NFL?
Lamar Jackson. There's a bunch of.
He's talking Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. See, I don't know.
Yeah, but Lamar Wilson, he's been around a long time. Older dude. He does a lot of unboxing videos.
Yeah.
And but he's a person actually that probably is. I'd say 90% chance he's actually paid as like one of those content creator type deals.
So I found,
but he gets paid by a bunch of like publishers and people are releasing devices. I've received, remember them random controller unboxings that some of us do? We get small time deals like that. He just gives it at a bigger level.
Yeah. So I was going around and I found this. It's like a
GameCube controller. Yeah.
It's a wired one. I got to find a cord for it, but I could play the Zelda games with it.
Good old GameCube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of my favorite consoles.
Okay, this is since they have. Did you see that that fan funding thing, Dirt, where you could just see nothing but Super Chats members and stuff?
No.
Well, if you click the little arrow in your chat when you're doing your podcast, it'll go down. Mm-hmm. You know how it used to say live and chat?
Oh, yeah.
But if
on YouTube?
Yeah, there's a third one now called it's called fan funding. And it just shows you Super Chats members. Because sometimes it's hard to keep up in the chat. Like, because they'll be going up in the... But this only has that. Like, so you only see those. So it makes things a lot easier. So just so you guys know, I don't really see the chat. That's the only thing I'm seeing. Nothing against you guys. I just got to make sure I get these. I be missing them sometimes, and I feel bad. $2 super chat from man
J
J Boy on the run.
Yeah, J Boy on the run.
You talking
yeah.
about J Dove?
I don't know.
Is it me or the PS guy? Just kidding. Fired back for 8 years straight. I don't.
Backfired.
Who's just JK?
I have no idea.
Joke, isn't JK just joking?
Oh,
Yeah, that's usually what it is.
Okay.
Just kidding.
The
just
$5
that.
super chat from the angry therapist. Part of me truly believes they are jealous because Sony don't engage with their fans. I agree.
Yep.
I will say that there are some that take that like the executive thing a little bit too far, but I will say that if you go out there and you're saying some really sus stuff, but you've never really had conversations with these people or anything, like I've actually talked to the majority of the executives. I've talked to Phil Spencer. I've talked to Sarah Bond. I've talked to Aaron Greenberg on multiple occasions. I've talked to a variety of those people. Aaron Greenberg has helped me get multiple review codes. So it's just like they are truly trying to help their community. Do we take it a little too far sometimes? I know a certain podcaster that gave Phil Spencer a divine name. But it's all jokes, Phil Dominus Maximus Spencer. It's all jokes. Nothing it should be taken seriously. There's a line between entertainment and informative information, and we tried to stay in the middle as much as possible.
See, but they don't know the difference. I saw a recent clip of somebody calling out King David for saying hold the line. He said, "Don't hold the line, draw the line. Ask for better, Xbox."
If you draw the line, King is just going to use the cavalry and just go straight through the line.
Yeah, man.
Like King has got a structure, man. He's got a whole mental fortification of how he's gonna take your front line. It's like the old days, man. The Spartans, whoever they fought. I'm not a history buff, but you got the line. You holding the line on this side. You holding the line on this side. Let me tell you right now, the PlayStation channels, they're not forming a line. They got like 3 people. There is way more prominent Xbox channels that you could watch because trust me, I've looked for good PlayStation channels to bring on the show, to bring on a variety of things. Me and Kid Smooth are going to work on getting Colin Moriarty on Planet Xbox because Smooth wants to ask him questions. So it's just like even though how ridiculous Colin could be sometimes, I would consider him more of a more balanced PlayStation dude than some of these crazy dudes walking around are. We got a $5 super chat from Cypher Pole 92. Real talk, aren't we all flipping for the bag? I'd take the money and start dancing with you. $5 super chat from Corey Tidwell. Dirt, damn Dirt. Happy to see you, and Kid Smooth was still cool after you replaced him as the token. Okay, I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
You could read that super chat. I'm not saying that.
Yeah. We got it. We got it.
Yeah, so
Oh man.
Look, man. Dirt has put in his time. He ain't no token nothing, okay? We have chosen him as our right wing. He is one of General King's commanders. Okay.
Hey, it's funny though. I'm like, so man, listen. I was in the bed. I was about to fall asleep. Somebody hit me in the DM like, Dirt, bro, listen to this. He clipped it out. And I was just like, why is he mentioning me? Dirt Griggly has got to push. Somebody's pushing him. Somebody, what are you talking about, man?
And you know what that is? That's jealousy. That's
what
jealousy
it sounds like.
that we have over 400 people in our chat right now, and most of them people can't get more than 50. Now, obviously, there are PlayStation, MBG I don't like to do for the most part. I think, his content is what, ingenuous? What is it? Disingenuous, but
yeah.
it is what it is. If you can get that many people to come every week to your nonsense opinions, then by all means do it. Like, just do it. Like, I don't even at this point get your bag. I'm not even hating. If you've got convinced that many people to hold the line for you you need to hold that line. Like, oh god, $2 super chat from Ray Ray. No dirt is the bot father.
Oh, come on, man! Don't say that.
Yeah, you know how many people are gonna like clip that out, say that you're the bot father. All right, so we're gonna move on from that. You know, it's like I said, I think a lot of that's just not necessarily jealousy. I think it's a combination of jealousy and miscommunication.
Hey, Addict, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. Some of these guys, because I've heard them say this before, some of the diehard PlayStation guys. I told a story where I went to a PlayStation podcast. This was the last time I ever was a guest on a Pony podcast. This was 2019, I believe. Last time I was ever a guest. And I got pretty much cross-examined by this guy on the panel. I will tell you guys exactly who it is later. He said, Dirt, why are you an Xbox fan? I said, what do you mean? He said, how can you...
Question?
Oh my God. Okay.
Go ahead, my bad.
Yo.
What?
Oh, can I show
what
you
happened?
This? Hold up, let me.
Oh.
Let me show you. You guys are gonna have to see it on the stream in a couple seconds. Look what someone did. Yo, I gotta give. People are very, very clever.
Yeah, I saw that image.
Oh yeah.
Today.
I saw that. My boy Joey did that. I think my boy Joey.
I'm dying a little bit inside. That was funny.
Yeah. I think my boy Joey did that.
Yeah. Go ahead and finish.
So like I was saying, so the guy pretty much grilled me like, yo man, why are you an Xbox fan? I was like, because I love the brand. He was like, how can you? And he was dead serious. Like, how can you possibly love Xbox over PlayStation? And I said, what do you mean, bro? I like the Xbox ever since the original Xbox. He's like, nah, I'm not buying it. And he really could not fathom that I love the Xbox more than the PlayStation. So my point was saying, well, guys like, the other guy that accused us of all being paid, his logic, his mind thinks like Xbox is so trash. Nobody really likes Xbox. I mean, he actually said that nobody really likes Xbox. They're being paid to say positive things about Xbox because nobody in the world really likes Xbox. So,
what world do they live in?
I'm telling you, these guys are delusional. Yes, PlayStation sells more, but there's still people that like the Xbox brand, right? Yes, clearly, but in their minds, no. Y'all really don't like Xbox because Xbox is trash. Y'all really don't like them.
Look up what the most profitable fast food joint is. Look at that for me. I don't know if it's McDonald's or Subway.
Oh, it's definitely McDonald's. I looked this up the other day. It's McDonald's.
Yeah,
I looked this up the other day.
That mindset is like saying, okay, McDonald's is so on top. Subway, Wendy's, Taco Bell, KFC, they just need to all go out of business, and we all eat at McDonald's every day.
That's their logic, Addict. That's their logic, bro. These guys, I'm telling you, man. These guys, the arrogance. See, this is they're not used to this. They're not used to Xbox being aggressive and making big moves. So now they're just like, wait a minute, something ain't right. These Xbox YouTubers like Dirk Griggity, his channel was actually growing. He gets decent numbers for a channel his size. Something's not right. Because there's no Xbox fans that's really watching this dude. I'm telling you, that's these guys' attitude, man. And it's crazy.
You know what I've noticed too? Xbox channels generally grow quicker because we have more influence on YouTube than I've seen a lot of PlayStation. Like the PlayStation ecosystem on YouTube, it's big, but as far as like this side of the YouTube, it's not as big. You got people like Code Eastwood, Rand, when you keep going on their shows, you keep getting constant exposure. IOP grew like 2,000 subs last month.
Yeah.
So it's like when you take that into consideration, like, Dirt's been doing this show for me a while. I'm sure I've driven a lot of traffic to his because they like his vibe. So it's just like, but a lot of these PlayStation people, they're just in like a little circle. They never talk to anyone. They just social network with just them. And you're not seeing that growth because there's not as many big people in the PlayStation hemisphere. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
What are you talking
Definitely,
about? Smooth, you sitting there, man.
No, I wasn't talking. No, my background's a little bit loud. So that's fine.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, so let's get the super chat and we'll go move on. We don't need to talk about this. $2 super chat. LaQueen?
Oh, you talking about Joaquin Branch?
Yeah. So what he said. Lulu, my boo boo, let me get it where she. Never mind.
I'm sorry, man. Hold on.
$2 super chat from Corey Tidwell. Dirt, your boy King Thrash has lost it. Oh, he's saying that's your boy King.
He ain't my boy. It's the exact opposite, actually. He definitely ain't my boy. We mortal
enemies. All right, so let's get on to this. Banjo Kazooie. Apparently, like I think it was like an old dev or something, or someone from like Rare, something from a prominent thing said he doesn't personally feel like. Actually, let me get the. Oh man, I completely messed up. All right, I'll fix that later. What happened? All right, so 48 minutes and 20 seconds.
Oh man.
They're
gonna be after you.
No, what's funny is I didn't put the Xbox influence thing as a topic.
Oh, you can do that later. You can do that later.
I'm just.
Or you can wait till we start talking, and you can do it.
Buying influencers. No, these everyone gonna suffer with me. All right, so let's talk about this. So apparently, there's no competition. There's no growth. Or, they don't think there is a market for Banjo-Kazooie. I'm going to throw in my little thing real quick, like my little sentence. I'm going to give a broader statement later after the rest of the panel goes. I'm just saying, if Ratchet and Clank has an audience, there's no way in hell a well-thought-of, well-designed Banjo-Kazooie wouldn't continue.
I think if they're going to bring Banjo back, they should do a remaster first, just to see the reception.
Completely
just to see the reception. Before jumping into a sequel, they should do a remaster first, just to see how people respond to it. That's what I would do, and not just a 4K 60 update. Just make a nice little remake. I should say, shouldn't be that expensive to do a nice little remake.
Do you think that? Here's my thing. Even if it doesn't have an audience, say, isn't the whole point of doing the Game Pass model is to taking more risks because you have a little bit more back income coming in? So to me, even if that's the case, that's not an excuse not to try it.
I agree with that.
I think if you did a very high, I would love a AAA Banjo-Kazooie, but I doubt that's ever going to happen.
Nah.
But I would take a very high budget AA, like right there when you go from a AA to a AAA. I think that you remake Banjo-Kazooie from the ground up, modern graphics, maybe put a couple more levels in there just to show what you could do. Because if you stick for the original script, you're gonna have really like weird transitions. Because you're trying to keep it to what it was back then, and it's going to be hard to do that as well as to show you what a Banjo 3 would look, Banjo-Kazooie 4 or 3, if you can count nuts and bolts. So I feel like you do a base game, you do both of them, Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, remake them from the ground up because you already have the game there, and then in both games, you make like an extra world that you show. Okay, this is. Up until now, and it would be cool. Imagine if you did the whole Banjo-Kazooie world, right? You beat the game, and then there's a hidden level, and they walk in there, and this text that pop up and it says, "This is what the future of Banjo-Kazooie could look like," and it shows you like newer gameplay mechanics going in this world.
Well, I mean, that would be cool, but I think you really couldn't do that unless you're committed to it. You can't tease people. Unless you're going to do it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, but at the same time, something like that would catch people off guard and would get a lot of buzz going.
It would.
And in order for you to be successful, they're going to have to get that buzz. One thing you can say about Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, and the 2018 one or 16, I can't remember what year that game came out. is they were graphical showpieces. You have to have the same thing. You know, you can't just come in there and just have platforming. You got to have either a narrative with that, which most platformers don't have really well thought of narratives, and you got to have, or you got to be graphically intense. I think your best bet is to remake the original one and be graphically intense.
Yeah, I mean, see, the only thing that I'm cautious with Addict, we've heard so many things over the years, not just Xbox, we heard some PlayStation people scream about a certain game. Okay, perfect example. People's like, where's The Last Guardian? Where's The Last Guardian? PlayStation brought that game out, showed it at E3, was it 2015, the first game they showed. People went crazy. Yeah, The Last Guardian. Yeah, PlayStation 1 E3. That game came out and sold 1,300 copies, man. Nobody bought the damn game. Right? There's other examples I can't think of off the top of my head of games that people wanted. Hey, we can't wait, man. Bring this game back. Bring it back. And then the game released and nobody cared. So I think the only way to do this one, first they have to make like a remake. Not a remaster, but a remake.
Okay.
You know,
let me throw a little caviar in there. They remake Banjo-Kazooie. Let's say
Caveat.
whatever. What Smooth said. They remake Banjo-Kazooie 2024. Shadow drops us at E3 next year, whatever you want to call that event.
right.
The Microsoft acquisition goes through. They buy Blizzard. They buy Activision. They buy King. Spiral comes out in 2025. It has cameo Banjo-Kazooie in it. And then the next game is them together in a game.
You said Spyro and Banjo.
No, not I meant Crash Bandicoot and Banjo.
Oh, okay. Listen,
those are two different type of games. I don't think it would work. You know, Banjo plays what, like freaking Mario 64 or something like that.
Obviously,
use that same engine. It seemed like
you would have to.
to it.
One would have to be like. It would have to be both of them and one of them's. I think Banjo-Kazooie's world would work a little bit more, like the type of game that Banjo-Kazooie makes. Now, obviously, you could bring Banjo in the type of world that Crash Bandicoot is, but I feel like you put Crash Bandicoot and you put Banjo in the same game in a very well done way, it's going to bring a lot of attention to it.
I think Banjo. I think the developer right there isn't a market for Banjo. There might be a market for like platforms, but there was barely a market for Ratchet. People front like just because Ratchet & Clank released, it didn't sell that great.
Hey, Smooth, you speaking fast. It was a beautiful game. I think it sold like maybe 1 million.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's decent for a platformer, but I think they dropped Ratchet. You're right, exactly. But I think they dropped Ratchet & Clank to show.
I'm about to mute you guys. I'm about to mute you suckers.
A beautiful game for the PS5. That's what I really think they did.
Yeah.
Why can't I get my Banjo? Why you and guys like Cody Eastwood got to come in here, sit on
POS.
You got to sit on the shelf and say, "Addict, we don't care what you want."
Banjo was a POS addict.
Once a Banjo come out and was successful.
I would prefer another Crash, another Spyro. Hell, anything.
I prefer anything besides Banjo.
Banjo or POS. I would prefer a Winnie the Pooh game. No, I'm joking. I take that.
Oh my god! You know what? What? When you doing another show? When are you doing another show?
In the few, man. In the few, buddy.
When are you doing another show? What's your next show? Are you doing the solo show, or what's your next show?
The homie. You talking about mine next show? Yeah, I got the solo show on Thursday.
You know what, guys? We got 466 people in here. First off, hit that like button. Appreciate all of you coming through. We got a $2 super chat from Jax82. Bring back Banjo and Spyro the Dragon. That's cool. Yeah, Dirt's a hater. He's drinking the whole thing of haterade.
I'm joking.
What would if your next show? What do you normally? Let's see. Hold on. Let's see what Dirt's. Let's go to Dirt's channel real quick. Dirt Griggity.
I'll be roasting like my last few videos. I was roasting ponies.
let's look at this. Okay, we're about to do this live because I'm serious. So here's Dirt's channel.
I would prefer a Conquer over Banjo.
So here,
I prefer Cameo Elements of Power over Banjo.
Cameo was actually a pretty dope game, bro. That people really kind of slept on. What's
So
you doing, Addy?
here's Dirt's channel. All right, he's doing that his solo show tomorrow. I don't say the name because
One Man, Dark Man.
yeah, I don't say that. I want you all to show up to that. And what's your last One Man Dark Man? Hold up, which one is it?
My last One Man, Dark Man was the one with Xbox versus FTC. Huge decision next week.
All right, first and give you a like. You have 531 likes. If you get 800 likes, your next one, would you stream Banjo Kazooie?
No.
800
Listen.
likes. You got to
Listen,
do it
I
for the
can't-
culture, man. You got to do it for the culture.
Banjo.
You got to do it for the culture. 800 likes. That's a lot.
I cannot commit to streaming Banjo, bro.
He wanted
Can't
you.
I tried to
commit
play
to
that
it.
game like 5 different times, and I just keep dropping it, dude. It's just. But it'll be. The only reason why I want to see it because I want to see how it translates with time. But Banjo wasn't a fun game. It was very goofy and
Very goofy.
awkward controlling. He's not an interesting character at all. Like, there's nothing interesting about Banjo in my opinion. I feel like there's a lot of other IP they could leverage if they wanted to bring back.
Do you think a Conquer game would do better than a Banjo game?
I think a Conquer game would do better than a Banjo game. That's my opinion.
But see, the thing is that they would have to be like, you know how I think Banjo and Conquer and stuff can all come back as like AA games, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really,
I agree. With
Dart?
you. I agree.
Really?
What?
A Conquer game? You guys are.
A Conquer game would be bigger than the Banjo game, bro.
Oh my god. I'm so hurt. I'm generally upset.
Okay, Alec. Now you have to realize where I'm coming
I
from,
don't have to
bro. I
realize
was not
nothing.
a Nintendo guy. Not a Nintendo guy. I know Rare has when it was bought by Xbox, but yeah, like the one time I tried to play Conquer was when they dropped that Rare replay some years back. I tried, bro. I couldn't play. I couldn't get through it.
All right, so I feel you. I still disagree, and I'm psychically cursing you for saying Conquer would do better. But it
Okay.
is
I got
what
a question
it
for you,
is.
Addict. Silver Afro has you had a point. Conquer has personality. What is Banjo's personality?
He's got Kazooie.
Oh, come on.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Come on, man. Conquer was getting drunk at the beginning of that game, man. Conquer got a girl. He was like,
How do you know Kazooie don't?
Come on, man. He got a bird in his
is it-
backpack, man. He ain't got no girl.
Isn't there a was it there? I can't remember the female.
You know who
bear's
had better
name.
chance of doing better than Banjo? Voodoo Vince.
Oh, nah, I'm not gonna go that far, Smooth.
I'm
Because I
done with
remember
you.
that Voodoo Vince
I'm done with you
remaster.
guys.
I was the only person that bought that.
I'm done. All right, let's get to the last topic of the evening. We're going to be talking about Xbox
said
at
Voodoo Vince.
Gamescom.
Hey, he said Voodoo Vince.
$2
man. I
super
heard you,
chat
don't
from
it?
Ploga. Bravo. If you play Banjo, I'm not watching. Yo,
Hey, somebody-
there's
hey-
so much hate for Banjo.
My homie Jamal Lee said if I stream Banjo, I'll have 7 viewers.
I think you would have more than 7 viewers.
Okay, 12.
Okay, so you know what I learned a long time ago? If you want to stream games, you set the title up like a podcast, and you talk about the stuff in the podcast while you play games.
Why are you playing? I guess you.
Yeah, so that's the only way I've seen.
Hey, your Bone Slave says Blink's Time Sweeper. I would prefer that over Banjo.
Oh my!
I would prefer
Hey,
that over Banjo.
What about Forspoken?
Nah, hell nah. I better play Banjo over Smoking.
What about Redfall?
I definitely play Red. I finished Redfall, so I will play that over.
You would play Redfall over Banjo Kazooie?
A remaster one, like a remake
of Banjo Kazooie? Yes, a remake from the ground up.
Well, I actually finished Redfall, so
oh my god,
I would play it though. Just
why was it Phil Spencer offered you a 2,000 play just to play?
That's different. That's different.
He's like, when I'm being bought, I'm being bought.
Cameo would be a dope remake because Cameo was an underrated launch game for the 360.
Yeah,
underrated game.
Yep.
All right, so Xbox apparently they're gonna be at Gamescom. I did see. Did it say PlayStation was gonna be there?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
I think they have something for like a third party there, but I don't think they're themselves going to be there. $2 super chat from Nintendo the Otaku, Nintendo Don the Otaku. Recore is a better 3D platformer than Banjo. I hate you guys. I really
Don
do.
Otaku is the homie. He is spitting facts right now.
And you know what's funny? Ask Smooth how many
you
times
like Recore Addict?
How many times I've capped for Recore?
Recore was pretty good.
I love Recore, bro.
Recore was pretty good. It was pretty good.
All right, so let's get into this, man. First off, let's go into your expectations with Gamescom. I do think that Xbox has so much content being made at all times now that I don't know what they would show at Gamescom. They could show DLC. They could announce a game. There's a lot of potential things they can do at Gamescom. I don't know if they could do none of that. They can literally just show up there with Starfield and whatever they have coming out this year and say, go nuts. So what do you guys expect from Gamescom in terms of Xbox? We'll start with Kid Smooth.
I honestly don't have, because I don't know, even though they're going to Gamescom, it's not a press conference anymore. So when they usually just show up for like a demo run, there's really no expectations. I don't know what the last thing they announced or revealed at Gamescom. I'm not sure if it's still like that big of a deal. So I really don't really have anything. If anything, it's going to be like a repeat of E3, some game pass, but I don't think anything major at this point. They're in full gear of Starfield, so people in Cologne will be able to play Starfield, which is going to be great because it'll be closer to the launch. And Forza maybe. Other than that, I can't imagine anything significant.
I these super chats, man. I don't even want to read it. $2 super chat.
I'll read it.
Okay,
you want me to read it?
Yeah.
$2 super chats from God Zealot. He said, I play Banjo more on Smash than his own game.
That's crazy, man. You guys can go out there and support Banjo on another damn platform, but give Banjo any love on the own platform it belongs to. You guys don't deserve Banjo. You don't. You don't deserve Banjo. Banjo deserves better. It deserves a lot better.
Oh, man.
You really play Banjo Addict?
Yeah.
You finished it back in the day?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Have you played it
Both
since
of them?
It's been ported to 360
Huh?
and Xbox One?
Yes. I've played it a few times.
Did you play Nuts and Bolts?
No.
That's the worst one, in my opinion.
I never played Nuts.
I didn't even play that one, bro. I ain't even tried.
Oh my god, trying to
I haven't
try
tried to
them.
play
It's been so long since I played them. I probably wouldn't remember because I've only beat it once, like way back in the day when it was on the N64. I haven't beat it on like the 360 and stuff. I just played it. I did like the first 3 or 4 maps. I would probably generally get stuck on the later parts of the game now because I don't remember everything about that. I think the last thing I remember playing frequently is like the graveyard map where there's a bunch of there's a bunch of tombstones everywhere and stuff like that. So okay, anyway, we're getting off track, man. We're getting off track. Talk about Gamescom. Gamescom.
Yeah, I'm like Smooth. I'm not expecting anything. The last thing of any significance I remember Xbox doing at the Gamescom was showing the campaign trailer for Gears 5 in 2019. Because if you remember 2019 E3, for some reason they didn't show any campaign footage at E3. They showed that escape mode and pissed a lot of people off, including myself. So they decided to show the campaign footage at Gamescom. That's the last time I remember them showing anything of any significance, bro. What was it? A couple years ago, they had a trebuchet, man. Remember that thing? What game were they promoting with that trebuchet? Like down the Taka, what game were they promoting? Showing off that trebuchet? I don't even remember. I remember it was horrible. It was a waste of time. So, like Smooth said, they might show some more Force and Motorsport stuff. Maybe show some Starfield stuff. But that's about it. They ain't gonna show nothing new. I don't think they'll show nothing new. If they have any new announcement this year,
I gotta get Fame's opinion on this. Okay, we going back in time. Fame, do you think that Banjo-Kazooie would do better than Conquer? I need your opinion, Fame. I hope to God that's who's on that account. I would assume so. Fame, once again, I'll read this again. Do you think that Banjo-Kazooie will do better than Conquer? Just in case, Banjo-Kazooie Fame, do you think would do better than Conquer?
He said, hell no.
The campground that we were going to camp off camp.
Hey, you might be disappointed with the answer, Addict.
Oh my God.
He said Conquer for the win. Come on, Addict. You can't think Banjo would do better than Conquer, bro.
We're moving on. We're moving on. I'm not fighting with you guys.
Just to bring you back to Gamescom, the biggest thing Xbox did at Gamescom was
the Tomb Raider thing, wasn't it?
The Tomb Raider exclusivity.
Yeah.
Which was
2015, they actually had a conference.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
I agree
with you guys.
Quantum Break. They showed Quantum Break, some Tomb Raider stuff. They actually had a conference in 2015. Man, I don't care nobody say Xbox One had games the first 3 years, bro.
I agree. Which, I think, keep your expectations in check. But I would expect some, Game Pass announcements. Mm-hmm. I would expect some, maybe second party exclusives coming to like indies exclusively coming to the platform. Yeah. And then I would expect some, key games as a service coming to the system. You probably expect that. And then, they might throw you a curveball and show you like some new Starfield gameplay or something. $2 super chat from Jax82. Last time I saw Banjo was in Smash Bros. I'm done with you guys. We ain't talking about that no more. We about to end this anyway. Because, it is what it is, man. Because I told Dury I'd get him out of here by like 6:35-ish. So we're right there. So let me put it in the timestamps because we about to end this show. It's 1 hour and 10 minutes. All right, so let's go and end the show, man. What's going on with Smooth? What? How? That hurt.
Yeah, this sound like it hurt.
Calm down, killer.
What's going on with Smooth?
Trying to put out, hopefully get a video out in the next couple of days. I've been trying to monitor this whole ABK deal. I was hoping they pull out a decision soon because this thing needs to end.
Facts.
I'm thinking about linking up with Doc. I want to do a dedicated video or whatever. Maybe it'll be on the next Planet Xbox podcast. Just discussing, Rogue Ally since I've been playing it a lot more. The other thing is we got Planet Xbox, me and Addict on every Saturday. Launches on Weapon Wheel Patreon. But I don't really.
You really got to work on those ums.
Like a big, not big. Unfortunately, it's a bad habit. It's really a bad habit.
I feel you. It's just
words.
One of those things that
because you said that, my next video is going to feature zero. Matter of fact, is going to be one. I'm gonna give myself 2 ums in a.
That's the limit.
2 ums in 11-minute video.
Okay, 2 ums. All right, Dirt. What's going on?
Not much, man. I will probably have a Dark Man podcast tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about.
And if he gets 800 likes, he's streaming Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, that's. I don't know about that one.
He said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah." We got him, boys.
Did not say yeah. Hey, listen. I want them to watch the show, so I would not be streaming Banjo-Kazooie. No, that's about it, bro. That's about it. I'll probably have a show tomorrow. Like Smooth said, I was hoping some because at first I heard people saying that the judge was going to announce her verdict today, but obviously that didn't happen. But we'll get it soon, within the next week, most likely. And yeah, man, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm going to Fame ENT's podcast directly after this. So stop by, man.
Yeah, that's over there on Level 1 Gaming's YouTube channel. Definitely go over there and check that out. Normally I would rate him, but I want to get out a little early so Dirt can actually relax for 20, 30 minutes before the show. Appreciate it for coming through. Appreciate Kid Smooth coming through. We got 178 likes, 422 people in the chat. There's not really anyone I could raid to because unfortunately no one else went live. Like, if you guys are content creators, like, go into your thing and make it to where anyone can raid you. And if you don't feel like doing anyone, just make sure you put where we could raid you, because there'd be so many opportunities where I don't really have anyone to raid. But you know, I get that. I could send you guys over there, it looks like, but their show hasn't started yet. So go over there, get some food, get some drinks, and wait for Fame's show to start. You know, we got 182 likes. Let's get that 200 before the end of the show, man. We about to end. I know there is 18 of you people in this chat that haven't liked that video yet. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. We give you plenty of entertainment, man. We talked about PlayStation nonsense for like an hour, it felt like. But I appreciate everyone coming through. And until next week, this is Lord Addict, Dirt Griggity, and Kid Smooth. We're out of here.